What's happening? This is Jerry Fetta here with Wealth Dynamics, and
this is Matt Lindsay with Precision Home Group.
And we want to talk to you about two things today.
Two things.
So first one is life insurance. Second one is real estate.
That's right. How are they symbiotic? How can you use one with the other? That's what we're talking about today.
That's what we're talking about today.
That's right.
Now,
so,
I kind of thought about when we were talking about this subject, how this is kind of like chocolate bacon.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that.
Have you had chocolate bacon?
No, it does not sound good.
So wait till you try chocolate bacon.
Okay.
Because that's the initial thing, is someone would hear about chocolate bacon and be like, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
And then they'd try it and they'd be like, holy cow, this is so good. So life insurance and real estate is kind of like that in the sense that it's not one of those things you would think of right off the bat.
Yeah.
But when you look at the numbers and you put it together, it works really well.
Now, one of the things that I tell everybody that I investing is that we need to be able to put our money aside, and you say the same thing. You need to be able to put that money aside until you have enough of it to get into a property that actually makes sense, that actually produces income. And the amount of money we need to do that is going to be way more than VA fourplex.
Yeah, you're not going to do it with 20K. You're not going to do it with 15K. I actually think you can't even do it with 50 or 100K. Like,
no,
that's a hard number.
I'm telling people that, in order to get the deals that make sense, we need to have a couple 100K minimum to start playing with. But the question is, hey, how do we store that money so that we can actually utilize it properly? And is there a way to do that to where when storing it, when utilizing that money on the side, we can actually see returns from that? There's other advantages tied to putting it to the side in the reserve account.
And most people would just put it either in the bank or they put it in the 401k.
That's right.
That's the average American. Is they're going to give it to the bank or they're going to give it to Wall Street or their 401k plan at work.
Now, if you put it in a checking or saving, what are we seeing from that?
Right now, I think it's Alaska USA is 0.10%.
Yeah, if not less than that.
Probably less. I think that was the jumbo CD. Like if you give them enough money, they'll give you 0.10%.
Yeah. So we're talking not even pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, and it's going to take you a long time. If you put $100 grand in there, what is that? $100 in interest?
Maybe
$100. There's really no way to know.
Yeah. So what else is there? And that's where you come in, Jerry.
Yeah. So guys, that's where we come in. Wealth Dynamics in my company. What we do is we focus on helping people set up. We call it the sacred account.
Yep.
Okay, it's the account that you're putting money in. You're not going to touch till you're ready to invest.
Yep.
And it's not a mutual fund.
No.
You're not putting $100 a month away and hoping if you get 12% over the next 40 years you can retire.
No.
This is your deal fund.
That's right.
You're funding deals with this account. So you're going to put 40% of your income as the target aside, and we utilize the life insurance account. You're going to get growth on that money. It's also going to be tax-free. And the sweet thing is you can borrow against the account, use that for real estate, simultaneously earn both rates of returns, and pay yourself back with the cash flow.
I love it. So we found a way to actually use the money we set aside to invest in real estate, but still have it earning.
Yep, and that's what banks are doing. When you give money to a bank, they don't just stick it in a vault. Like, they lend that out. They invest your money. So you want to be able to do the same concept. And so that really solves the problem of, like, what does someone do until they're at that 200K?
That's right. You just keep putting it in there. Now, what we see is people want to become real estate investors too soon. Yeah. They want a title. They see deals, they're like, oh, I gotta have this. There's so many books, there's so many coaches, so many gurus, so many so-and-so out there. I gotta have. It's like that instant satisfaction, right?
Yeah, and what happens is they get too eager to get into any deal just to say they did one.
Yep.
And they don't look at the numbers on the back end.
Yep.
Which is what Matt and I both do on the front end. We're like, all right, there's no numbers there.
That's right. And I did a video this last week talking about the two things we need to know and before you start investing. And one of those is going to be know your requirements as an investor. Now, you have requirements as an investor.
Definitely.
Now, you with Standard Asset, some of these other deals that you have, you say, hey, if it doesn't meet these, I'm not going to look at it.
Exactly.
Right?
And I would add to that, when I say that, Matt, my realtor, doesn't bring me stuff that didn't meet the requirement. If your realtor's doing that, get rid of them.
And then the second thing is knowing what you're investing for. So identifying the requirements that you have, but also know what you're investing for. So you're investing, you want to buy cash flow.
Yeah, I want instant income that has a proven track record.
Yep, so that's buying cash flow. There's other reasons to do it in other sectors, but that's what Jerry is looking for. And so when Jerry's looking for that, he knows right off the bat, hey, if it doesn't check this box and this box, out the door.
We're not doing it. So, and when you're looking at that, like that's really, for most people, I would say cash flow is going to be the thing they're investing for.
Most people, yeah.
Most people, there might be some different focuses, but if you're looking for like financial independence, the bottom line is you need income.
Yeah. And you're going to, using that as a vehicle, using life insurance as a vehicle to get you to the point where you can invest in that cash flowing, income producing property is the best way to do it.
So when you tie those things together, you marry those two things, you're using two of the oldest methods of building wealth.
That's right.
Real estate, thousands of years. We might even be able to say like millions of years. Like we don't know how far back that goes.
Yeah.
Right? Life insurance, that's been around since the 1800s.
Yep.
Older than your bank, older than Wall Street. That's the thing that's been stable and reliable. So you're taking two proven concepts, putting them together into one, and then turning it into wealth.
And let me ask you this, Jared.
What, Matt? Ask me.
What does life insurance companies invest in?
Real estate.
That's right.
They know the game.
Why would they be okay, so how much money, how much capital do you think the life insurance companies control?
I mean, trillions of dollars.
Trillions.
These are the companies that dominate our economy.
That's right. And they are buying real estate because they have so much money. They need to invest it in something. They need to park it in something. They need to put it into something that produces that income for their returns, for their people. And they do so in real estate.
Now, those of you that know, I'm a Grant Cardone licensee and certified coach. Grant does real estate deals with the life insurance companies I work with.
That's right.
So when you look at like where's the money, follow where the money is, and you will see that common thread. Okay, at the end of the day, they're all going back to real estate, either from an equity position or a debt position.
Yep.
Which is what you should be looking at too.
So this whole video today solely just boils down really simple. Use life insurance as a vehicle to store your money for the real estate investment. Don't be putting it in stocks. Don't be putting it in 401ks. Don't be putting it in the checkings, the savings, the money markets. Put it in life insurance and multiply. It is a multiplier.
It's a multiplying, and it's a compounding thing too.
Exactly.
It never stops.
So you're going to still see that income start increasing because A, you're putting money into it. B, it's got its own rate. It's a growth rate. Mm-hmm. And then C, when you pull that money out, does that still continue to grow?
It does.
Isn't that amazing? Where else can you do that?
Real estate.
That's right.
That's the old guys. There's so many similarities. So I want to say like working with a real estate professional. Matt's my guy. Matt's been my guy. Like listen to the kind of stuff he's sharing. Most realtors are not out there teaching you like financial literacy. They're just trying to sell you a deal.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get you in a fourplex, not because of cash flows, because that's the biggest sticker price, and their commission multiplied on a bigger number equals a bigger paycheck.
That's right.
Matt's talking to you about financial strategies. Matt's talking to you about stuff he doesn't even get paid to do. Like we don't pay Matt when we sell life insurance.
No, don't see anything from that. But what I do see is if I am able to educate a client, if I'm able to bring them, people and referrals in all different areas of their life, and surround them with this winning team, I'm going to build a client for life.
For sure. And we become the board of directors for that client.
That's right. And if I can do that, you can bet your ass that client is going to be here forever, and they're going to tell everyone else about me. That is how you build a business.
Boom. Bomb drop.
Right there.
So guys, that's what we have to share for you today. Matt, where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere. PrecisionHomeGroup.com is my website. You can find me on Facebook, Matthew Lindsay. Instagram, the Matthew Lindsay. Just look out for us. Google Precision Home Group. I promise you we're probably first 5 pages.
Awesome. And you can reach me obviously at Jerry Fetta on all mediums, wealthdynamics.com. That's DYNAMX. Thank you for watching. Any final words, Matt?
We'll be back here tomorrow.
We will be back here tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Like, share, subscribe.